can't take full credit for starting the multimedia group. There have been other multimedia groups that worked with Mavis Kindness back in the 90s to come up with cultural preservation video series through the Culture program. And it has since then evolved into a multimedia club offered through the library, the Yakama Nation Library. What inspires me to do this program, the multimedia workshop, is I like the idea that students have the opportunity to pick up skills to tell their stories. I mean, in the beginning, they have assigned interviews, but as the project progresses, each student picks up how it is to conduct their own interviews for the future, how to operate cameras for their own projects in the future, and how to edit videos for their own projects in the future.
At this multimedia workshop, we interviewed Diane Clackaman. Storytelling is the oldest form of media. As a storyteller, she tells us about how she made an influence on the lives of children.
What I learn and get the feedback from the children is, even though you tell the same story over and over, you can change it, you can modify it for them, you can add things to them, and they can receive it really fast because they're younger and they can comprehend what's being said. I can get children to listen to me, I can get them to laugh with me. I can really hold their attention for a long time. I can do things with children in storytelling that the other teachers can't do. One kid, he saw me that took a story out of a book and I told it to the kids, and it was Dr. Seuss's Sam I Am or Green Eggs and Ham. I could tell those stories like crazy, and I would add to it or take out, you know. And he got to a point where he was 5 years old and he was able to read first grade level.
Music is another form of multimedia. A Yakama hip-hop artist named Colin Coyote ties his culture into his music. Music has the power to change people and their feelings, and Colin's example of this was his Happy song.
My culture is connected through my music in a sense where I take all my teachings from my elders and all my teachers, and then I take the influence of actually Mother Nature and the spiritual teachings that I've learned over my time as a man, and I incorporate those into my music. Yeah, I have a Happy song. It's a song that I usually listen to when I'm when I'm by myself, and it has to do with growing up as a kid and never really listening to the teachings of my elders until it was kind of too late. But at the same time, it's actually never too late. So I kind of saved a lot of the teachings that I was taught and incorporated them into the music, and it makes me happy to hear it.
What if in 50 years all that left on the Yakama Nation was a dictionary? And if so, could that dictionary help us learn our language? Mavis kind of showed us recordings and how to preserve our Yakama language.
When I taught my students that I asked, or didn't ask them, but I was trying to teach them and to understand that you have to kind of like learn how to use your vocal cords and all that. And the language, when you speak the language, it takes everything, almost everything in your vocal cords, your mouth and all that. Your nose is important. Your teeth is part of your language helper. A lot of students had problems making the sound, and because some of them are really, I call them heavy sounds that you have to make. And like auksau means stop now. And chaich is the word for all night. I've been trying to record it, and the work that I do, requires a lot of my attention and time. We have so many things that are kind of dying away, and these things can be brought back by people like you. And it might take some time to learn them, but we have to still, show that we are Indian, that we are, still speaking our language.
We are students of the Yakama Nation. This is our call to action.
Thanks to the guidance of our tribal leaders and elders, our goal will be achieved.
But we need more here.
Show you how easy this is. So you're not like, oh.